You didn't actually think I was going to start my grand day out in Tamworth anywhere other than the Holiday Inn Express, surely. So we are on a mission to see exactly how long it does take me to get from my hotel room in the Holiday Inn Express via the Snowdome, which is right there next door to the Holiday Inn, to Tamworth Football Club, where of course we are here for a match day vlog. It's Tamworth versus Banbury. If you haven't been watching Non-League to Legend, I can't imagine you've clicked on this video, but just in case you haven't, I'm managing Tamworth in Non-League to Legend, and as part of that save, they only offered me a part-time job. So I am working there at the Snowdome, living there in the Holiday Inn because I can't afford a house, and doing this trip every match day. It's about 10 minutes according to Google Maps. Let's see if Google Maps is right. It usually is. Tell you what, it's a good job I can't afford a car, because I certainly wouldn't be able to leave it in the Holiday Inn / Snowdome car park. That is the Snowdome behind me there. It looks awesome, by the way. They've got loads of Christmas music playing. It's a massive complex, but to get to the football, you have to come over this little bridge. So we're heading over here and then through some tunnels. So there you go, there's a proper look at the Snowdome from outside, and then the tunnels are off this way. We have to come under this bridge. To get into Tamworth Town Centre, you loop off to the left, and then to get to the football ground, we loop off to the right. I don't want to get too close on my day off, or they'll drag me in for a shift, but there is a little stream in between me and the building, but it's the Snowdome sign. How could I not have a picture of the Snowdome sign? Just for memory's sake, when we're looking back on this, months down the line, years down the line in game, and I'm managing in the Champions League final, we have to remember, without that Snowdome, none of this would have happened. There's certainly some interesting graffiti around these parts. I think that's Mr. Monopoly with his son, I want to say. Also worth noting as well that if we run out of cash, if relations break down with the Holiday Inn, there is a Travelodge just over there as well, which is actually nearer to the ground. So if I end up working full time for the football club but still can't afford a house, that Travelodge probably better. Less convenient for the Snowdome, it's got to be said, but more convenient for the football. So this footpath signpost, not massively helpful. So if you are coming to do the Non-League to Legend pilgrimage yourself, I assure you that tunnel leads you to the football ground, even though it's not mentioned on there. I'm actually going to go up this slope though, because I've just realised I don't have any cash on me. If you've watched any of my match day vlogs recently, you'll know this is a little bit of a theme. I don't really carry cash. I'd quite like to go to the club shop though. I'd quite like to be able to get a coffee. And I suspect, based on early scouting of the ground, I've parked my car there and had to pay cash to park my car, which used my £2 coins that I leave for Sainsbury's trolleys. Anna's not going to be happy, but I suspect I'm going to need cash for any purchases I want to make in and around the ground. So I'm hoping if I come up here towards the town centre, Lidl are going to have a cash machine, or the Travelodge will have a cash machine, or if I keep walking, I'm bound to find a cash machine. See, I travel a lot, and I don't think I've ever seen a Travelodge and a Lidl share a building before. So I am intrigued, but you would think if there was ever going to be a building that had a cash machine, it would be this one. I have time to spare. I'm here a good couple of hours before kickoff, so we'll find one. Do we reckon we go in and have a look? I'm not seeing one. How can there not be a cash machine at Lidl? So no joy in Lidl. We're now venturing further into the town centre. There is a cinema just there, but it's the wrong side of the road. Over here, I think I see a sign for a Wetherspoons. If you're telling me there's a Wetherspoons with no cash machine nearby, I give up and just don't get a shirt. Well, that's worth making a note of for if things don't work out at either the football club or the Snowdome. Okay, I think we've found Tamworth civilization. Over there, we have the Wetherspoons, which is that the Roll Bridge, the Bowl Bridge, the Toll Bridge? The sign's not clear. The something bridge, but behind it, we have the Anchorside Shopping Centre, which must have a cash machine in it, you would think. How do I get over there? Crossing. We're crossing at the crossing. It's all coming together. What a plan. There you go, closer inspection. It was the Bowl Bridge. I don't know what a bowl is either. I know what a bowl is, not a bowl, B-O-L-E. Right, we've abandoned the shopping centre, although I think I can get into it from here as well. We've come down what I guess is the high street, the town centre. There is a market on today, and I am sure if cash machines are a thing that exist in Tamworth, we're going to find one here. Santander, we have a winner. Other cash machines are available, but we're going to get that one and head back to the football. Cash retrieved successfully, so we don't need to venture any further into Tamworth, although we could get a unicorn hat, and it is quite a cold day, so maybe we should get a unicorn hat. Here we go then, tunnel number 1, which means more graffiti, which is quite cool. You can tell we're getting close because next tunnel, very much football themed graffiti, including the club badge and Piglet off of Winnie the Pooh. See, it's always a good sign that you're at a proper community football club when you're literally outside the ground. It's just around this corner, but you can't tell because there's houses everywhere. You're right in the middle of the community. But here is the way into the car park. £2 to park on match days. My car's already in there somewhere. There's plenty of other places to park nearby. It's a 5-minute walk from the town centre. But this is probably the cheapest place to park for the duration of the match. So why not park here if you can get in? There you go. And if you were questioning how close the snow dome is, it is right there. And then that is the ground. You just have to kind of go around a little bit because there's a river in the way. And there's your confirmation we have come to the right place. And if those pictures I found off Google that I used in the first video or anything to go by, this should be a club shop, but it looks like a ticket office. Maybe it's both. Can I buy a shirt? Now you have kids sizes in the away shirt, it seems. I might just pick up a kid's one of these just to go behind me in the videos. I think that probably does the job. Purchase made. Tell you what, didn't need to bother going to get the cash. They could use card, and it's just as well. £48 for a child's football shirt that I'm never going to be able to wear. Thank goodness for good old business expenses, but that can now be behind me in my videos, I guess. So counts as set decoration, I think. If anything, the fact I can never wear it, probably for the best when it comes to the old business expenses. So I got my ticket in advance for the home terrace, which I think that's the entrance for. There we go. We are definitely in the right place. And that's how we get in. So I guess it's time to get in. And we are in. There we have it, the Lamb Ground. This is our home terrace, incidentally, with a little road behind it. Excellent for access. And then I think you've got the seating areas over there. It's actually segregated, which is unusual compared to games I've been to at this level before. I don't think I've been to a first team in non-league to Legend and it's been segregated before, so I don't know if that means there's lots of people going to be here, but the away fans are at that end, and I think with the home terrace ticket that I've got, I can basically roam anywhere around these two sides. So we're going to have a little bit of an explore. The one place I can't go is in that stand over there, which is split for part home fans, part away fans. It was expensive to get in as well. Compared to last year at Peterborough Sports, it's cost me £17 to get in, which is, it's a lot, but you know, if it's all reinvested back into that wage budget, I'm not going to argue too much. There you go, we got a better look at that main stand from over here. And these are our boys warming up. It's not quite how I'd have them doing it, but fingers crossed. I mean, they're top of the National League North in real life as well, so I can't claim too much credit for a victory today, but I will take no responsibility if there is no victory. I need to get my hands on a team sheet. I might have to jump onto Twitter, work out who's playing, because it is now 20 minutes before kickoff. I've not seen anywhere to buy programs from. We need to find a team sheet. Tell you what, this is quite the snazzy setup over here. So we've got the pitch there, so we're opposite where that main stand is, and you've got the clubhouse bar, little outdoor seating area, burger van back here as well. This is quite a cool little setup, and I tell you what, it is so much busier than I thought it would be. Considering this is a team that was down in Tier 7 last year, weren't playable in FM last year, There's a decent following here. This club may well be going places, boys and girls. Right, I have found a team sheet on Twitter, so let's put that next to me there. A little bit sad to see that only one of that excellent attacking four that we've been using are actually playing today, but it is the one we all wanted to see. We're going to get to see Shakuna in person, so I'm very excited. I'm not sure where the other three are. I know Akwe is currently banned from football for gambling irregularities. I think Creaney is injured. Wonder if he's on his hip, just like in game. I don't know where Finn is though. I haven't heard any news of him not being available, but he's not in the matchday squad. But we do get to see the man with the winning smile, our goal-scoring centre-back / left-back, Jordan Cullinane Lamb, is here and playing today as well. So if I get a performance from those two boys, just get it into the near post to him. That's all you need to do. I am very excited. I'm looking forward to this. If we can have a wonderful Chikuna moment, oh, that would be very pleasant. There you go, we've got the teams on their way out. They actually emerged from this corner, which I guess I probably could have figured out because it's an actual building. But of course I wasn't ready with the camera, but they get in line up. There's going to be a minute's silence for Remembrance Day. So we'll stop filming in a moment while that's going on. But there are the boys ready to do their thing. I'm right, I cannot get over how busy it is in here as well. This is rammed. There we go. Minute silence complete. And we are just about ready to go. So we've got Tamworth shooting away from us towards that goal at the other end in the first half. All eyes on number 20, which I think is Shakuna. I can't see him at the moment, but he's obviously the guy we want a hat-trick from today. Ideally in the second half, so he can come and celebrate in front of us. But any second now, we should have kick-off. And of course, hopefully we're going to do a football. That's the plan. Are we going to get a kick-off? There we go. We are off. If you watched a lot of the FA Cup vlogs that I did earlier in the year, we have to be a little bit more careful about showing stuff on the pitch. Now we've made it as high as the National League North because they get a little bit about it. So I'm afraid you have to put up with my face more than the pitch. You're welcome. Well, we almost had a dream start because we were a couple of minutes in and Shakuna got through. But unfortunately, in what I can only assume is a bug that I'm going to log on the forum, he missed and it skied it over from what definitely looked like very much a goal-scoring position. I think he's probably saving his goal for the second half so he can come and celebrate right in front of us down here. That is the shot I'm waiting for today, right there. We'll see. Well, we're about halfway through the first half, still 0-0. I've just been to get my beverage and a chocolate bar. Slight communication problem though. I don't think I've picked up the local accent yet. Asked for coffee and a Twix. Got coffee and some chips, which, I mean, I'm not going to turn chips down. Certainly once she brought them over, I wasn't going to correct her. I have already eaten my my Lidl pretzel though on the way in, so guess we just have to be a glutton. Oh well, accidental chips. Well, accidental chips consumed. It's still 0-0. We've got, should only be about 5 minutes left in the first half, but apparently there was an injury while I was getting my accidental chips, which have now given me gas. Lovely. What a video this is. Ty Deacon has come on up front, so I think whoever was playing striker before has gone off. So I imagine we're probably closer to actually 10 minutes left in this first half. Still 0-0. Fingers crossed they're saving all the goals for the second half when they're going to score at this end. Well, that, boys and girls, is half-time. Still 0-0. They will be shooting this way in the second half, so fingers crossed we see all the goals. There's no programme. I've not been able to find a programme from anywhere, so I can't do half-time programme facts, which I'm a little bit upset about. Guess I'll see you for the second half. Half-time's not the same without a programme. Well, they've very generously put the floodlights on for the second half so you can still continue to see my face properly. I think that was the only reason they did it. Just spent half-time doing some impromptu photo shoots as well. Hopefully, I did put a call to action on Twitter. Forgot to ask everyone I did a picture with because, you know, no social skills. But fingers crossed we should now have a gallery of various photographs here of people who come and had a picture with me, because there's loads of you who've turned up. It's been brilliant. But second half about to begin. Tamworth now shooting this way. We can just about see the goal. That net over there is going to be bulging multiple times in the next 45 minutes, I've decided. And of course, that is our boy Shakuna getting ready to kick off for the start of the second half, and we are away. Well, we're about 10 minutes into this second half. We've just had our first of a nearly goal situation. Ball came across goal, no one there to turn it in, but there is now a long throw about to be hurled in from behind me. I've spoken to a few of the locals, a few Tamworth fans at half time, been reliably informed this is the worst they've played all season, with so many players missing, but they are on the attack right now, but unfortunately the long throw leads to nothing. It remains 0-0. I really would like to see a goal, please. Very nearly the moment we're all stood here waiting for. Falls to Shakuna on the edge of the area, and he has an effort that was 2-3 inches over the top of the crossbar. Closest there's been to a goal in this second half. It feels like it might be coming. Goal is definitely coming. I can sense it. It might be coming from this long throw here. It certainly seems to be the long throws are basically the game plan at this point. So it gets absolutely hurled into the area again. He's got a big throw on him, and then it just kind of bobbles around and gets slipped. We've seen that move a few times now. Please do a goal. Oh, I tell you what, sun going down, it's turning a little chilly in here. We've had to pull out the woolen clock cap. There's a free kick to Tamworth coming up. They just absolutely clattered the guy just here. Looked like they were aiming for the scrotum. Yeah, I remember that. Only a yellow card, but there is going to be a free kick delivered in, and everyone, all but one Tamworth player, are forward. Set pieces definitely seem like the most likely route to a goal this afternoon. Let's do a football now. Now would be a good time. Here we go then. Oh, you know what? It's an effort on goal. We've not seen many shots on target today yet. That might even be the first one. Oh, this is controversial. Banbury have just scored directly off the back of a penalty shout at this end for Tamworth. It was, I mean, I couldn't clearly see from here, but certainly those around me were very convinced it should have been a penalty. It wasn't given, and they've literally gone at the other end and scored. There's probably 20 minutes left. Controversial. This is not going very well. I would like it on record as well, completely against the run of play. It's the first chance they've had. They've just got at the other end and slotted it past the keeper. Need a big 10 minutes from Tamworth now to turn this around. This isn't actually a replay of the previous one of these, but it's another free kick in exactly the same position. Another yellow card. This is a minute after the goal has gone in. And there's the equaliser! I told you it was coming from a set piece. It's Cullen Lyman from the set piece. We've seen him do it so many times on Football Manager. Now we've seen him do it in real life. That is awesome. 1-1, game on. That's exactly the response that was needed. That one, I love that it was just a goal we've seen so many times in the videos. It was like playing FM. Oh, wonderful stuff. Goal disallowed. Thought we'd had another one there. It was Cullen Lyman again, kind of overhead kicking it from the edge of the area over the top of the defenders, and there were two Tamworth players through. Unbelievably, one of them managed to miss. It did end up in the back of the net from the other one, but between the two of them, they'd got themselves offside. The whistle had gone before the ball even went in the back of the net. And I've just realised the camera wasn't pointing at me for any of that. There you go, Cullen Lyman has just been named man of the match. He's just nearly scored again. Another set piece coming in, his header goes just wide. He might actually be as good as he is at FM. Might have to start playing him at centre-back as a little treat for how well he's played today. Well, it's just been announced 7 minutes of added time, so there's surely only going to be one winner at this point. Trying not to tempt fate. Wow, that feels harsh. 98th minute. I think that's the second shot they've had. And it's been all Tamworth for 20 minutes as well. So many opportunities. That one is a proper kick in the gut. It's a good goal, but Tamworth certainly don't deserve to be losing today. Right, LOLLUJO once again doing good work on the left-hand side. This is probably going to be the last chance of the entire game. Corner coming in. No, I don't think it's going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. And that is that. I have to be careful not to offend an entire fan base, because I think they are the next nearest club to where I live. So potential non-League Legends starter team for next year. But I think they'll hold their hands up and say they didn't deserve to win that today. On reflection, I guess a draw would have been okay. But to lose, and to lose like that in the 98th minute, football is cruel sometimes. This, by the way, is the loudest it's been in here all afternoon. A lot of noise coming from that end. It's been very quiet. And a lot of very upset people down this end. It's a shame. I'm clapping against my leg. They didn't deserve to lose like that. Well, there we go then. That was that. I guess you can't win them all. I'm still sad. Now I've got to drive home. If you have enjoyed that video, and I will be looking to go to every team I manage in this year's non-League Legend, so there will be more stuff like this, hopefully with some more positive results. Hello. I was all right until the 98th minute. Well, that's the one advantage of being an egomaniac like me. That's cheered me up a little bit, having a whole bunch of people come over and say hello, do a few more pictures. But yeah, as I was saying, there'll be lots more of this. We're going to be travelling around, going to a match at every team we manage this year's non-League Legends. So hopefully this doesn't set a precedent and we're not going to lose them all. But if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it for me. Subscribe to the channel for non-League Legend and these vlogs. Next Tamworth video will be out tomorrow, back in Football Manager, so hopefully we'll win that one. And thank you very much for watching. Doodle pip.